That's right. You read the title. When I was watching my friend Mia's stream, which subbed to her by the way, I was also scrolling through Instagram, which follow me by the way, and as I scrolled through the endless brain-rotted posts of Gangstagram, I saw all kind of things. Art, memes, and whatever this is. And my multicolored cat eyes landed on this pretty purple post. Because, you know, I get attracted by all things purple. The post reads, Sonic Racing Tournament. Ready for a challenge? Participate in a Sonic Racing tournament and win valuable prizes. Valuable prizes. You just gotta pay 25 green paper currency in advance to join. As soon as I saw the post, my ears perked and my adrenaline spiked. It's almost as if my heart was racing. I'm freaking good at this! The tournament will be held in a nearby cafe, Akiba Cafe, so I paid the 25 rings. Great. Now, when does it start again? Say what? Just 2 days? Well, it was Tuesday night when that happened, and the tournament starts Thursday on October 16th. So technically, it's just 1 day. I need to train. This is gonna be radical. Highway. Thank God I don't have anything to do with school. It would be terrible if I had an exam or something, right? What? Physics?
Break. It's
Physics.
time for a break.
Oh,
Time for a break.
Not a
Johnny,
physics
it's time
exam.
for a break.
I know it is! So I dedicated Wednesday to studying physics. And even though I stayed up till 3 AM studying and almost missed school, but thanks to my super speed, I was there in time. And because of that, I was exhausted. But I still had to lock in and practice my ABCs for the game. You know, the shortcuts, the gadgets, the rides, heck, even the characters. And while I was practicing, this happened.
من 23
No, not this. This. Oh, looks like Spirit Wave Team just announced the rules and prizes for the tournament. Let's take a look. Let's start with the prizes. So the winner gets 100 moolah and a golden 3D printed Sonic figure. Not bad. I mean, it could have been worse, right? Second place gets 50 and a silver 3D printed Sonic figure. Third place gets a free ticket to Spirit Wave's next event, which is fine. I think that's all fair and square. The tournament starts at 8:30 PM, which was exactly 7 hours from when I was reading that. There's even gonna be a live stream on Twitch, on this guy's Twitch, who's basically the organizer. So it was no joke. This is gonna be big! This was the breaking point for me because, as an introvert, I was nervous about my shaking hands ruining the competition, but I was still excited about it. The tournament goes like this. Basically, 16 players, each 4 play in a random Grand Prix, and whoever has the most points by the end of each one gets qualified to play in the finals. Simple as that. Rules are pretty simple too. You can only use 3 gadget slots. Wait. So you're telling me that I've spent the last 5 hours practicing with all 6 for nothing? I only had 2 hours left to decide how I wanted to play it here. Do I get a level 4 invincibility with a boost tuner? Because surely the items are gonna be even more ruthless. Or do I just get the monster truck starter and hope against hope that we get a Podos? When I finally calmed down a bit, I decided to just settle on a level 1 quick charge and a boost tuner too, because I wanted to squeeze the most amount of speed I could grasp. And I spent the next hour trying to do crazy shortcuts, like this one in Crystal Mine, or this one. Or this one. Ugh, this one is nasty. It is time. 2 of my friends came to pick me up and watch the tournament. And we spent 5 minutes just trying to get out of my neighborhood, but we finally arrived. I walked in with my controller in my hand because that's one of the rules, apparently. I got a coffee because I was barely awake at this point, and because that's also one of the rules. And now we wait. 30 minutes of complete nervousness. Oh yeah, and I found out that the streamer happens to know one of our friends. And eventually, we became friends too. But it was finally time. They called out my name. I sat down on the chair, grabbed the controller with sweaty palms. I looked around to see who I'm competing with, and I was immediately met with one of my biggest fears. A woman! Just kidding. Stream has started. Everyone is locked in and ready to race. And here we go! I kicked the race off with snake drifting. Didn't take long for Mal to drop on me and screw me off, but I was back on track. Not so long till I was hit in the middle of the off-road, completely killing my speed. But I didn't let that stop me. I climbed my way back to second place. And yeah, this happened a lot. I'm scratching the edge with the bot and I have no idea how I survived the fall here. And here's the streamer shocked by the amount of hours I have on the game.
طبعا اول 161 ساعة حاليا كل واحد ثاني ضد شاني هم الاندر دوجز. He is optimizing every single boost, every single path. كل مرة شاني ينضرب فيها بالايتم اللي يضربه حق المركز الاول يطلع اسنانه يقول كذا كان حيخسر يعني عارف كان حيخسر.
And he's right. As if I'd lose round 2, baby. This guy's still amazed by my terrible snaking.
الجيم لسه بدأ شاني على طول دريفتنج عارف خط مستقيم هو الدريفتنج.
And Mal once again screwing me off. God dang it! Once again scratching the lead by the second lap. And this guy right here decided to drop one of the worst jokes I have ever heard.
والاندر دوجز لسه قاعدين يحاولوا. شاني اون فاير من بعد ما زاد سعره في البقالة. وهو اون فاير.
Oh boy, bombs. I hate bombs. But I snake my way back to second place and we enter the final lap. And King Boom Boo, god damn you! At this point I'm just crawling my way to the finish line. And boom! We go to the third lap. And Mal decided not to drop on me for once. And now this goddamn ghost, I swear to God! Chow Park! Chow Park! Chow Park! Chow Park was a good change of pace before the third lap. And for some reason, the guy in red sounded like he was actually mad that I won, but oh well. At this point, I was pretty confident of winning the pre, so I didn't really go that hard in the last round.
شاني في سونيك في تيشيرته في منطقة البطن فعشان تعرف قديش هو مرة يحب السلسلة قديش هو حرق اللعبة. أنا عن نفسي فان لشاني لأني أحب الشخصية اللي يفوزوا ويكونوا أشرار. أنا فان لشاني بس ما أحب العصير مرة.
Okay, buddy. Now that I won the first pre and got qualified, I can finally kick back and relax, right? Well, there's gonna be serious competition. Long story short, this guy won. So let's get the next round, which they let some women use more than 3 gadget slots simply because it's their first time playing the game. Fine, got no problem with that. It was fun seeing them run into every wall they saw anyway. Right before the final round, they decided to do a little presentation on why CrossWorlds goes so hard. They were a bit too excited that they spelled goes wrong. But enough jokes. It was finally time for the final round, the round that decides who deserves to be called the CrossWorlds champion. At that point, my only fear was this guy, because I've seen how good he was, but I had to win this. And here we go! We kicked it off with snaking through Blizzard Valley. I had already spoken in my review about how much I hate the snow in this track. It was no different here, but I managed to climb back to second place and started a rivalry that would last for the next few races. Me against Haytham. We're bumping into each other, fighting for first place. Until I will find you. This item screwed me back to 4th. So I got a chance to catch up and steal the lead. And once again, I have no idea how I survived this.
شاني ايش قاعد يسوي هذا فين طار شاني ما شاء الله تبارك الله.
I don't even know, man.
السؤال هو هنا في اختصار انا شخصيا حاولت اسويه ولا مره ضبطته. شاني لو اخذه معناه انه هو فنان بس ما اعرف اذا هو فعلا اسرع ولا لا. اوف كورس حياخذه ما اخذه اظن احاول بس يبغى له وزنيه.
I did indeed try, but I was scared of falling off, so I played it safe. Second lap and off to white space. And the rivalry continues, but I managed to get ahead. But you know the drill. Can't go a race without Boom Boo forcing me to kiss the ground. And because of that, Haytham managed to get ahead of me. And once again, they want to see if I take the bridge, and I almost had it, but I couldn't risk falling off. Especially not in a situation like this. But Haytham still had the advantage, unless I timed my punch correctly, and I got second place. So now, both of us have the same amount of points. Time for round 3. And it's none other than Chow Park! Yeah! And of course, It's the same start. I don't have to say it every time. I managed to catch up, but for some reason, the bot decided to choose one of the worst CrossWorlds in the game. I was just about to split the controller in half here, and I fell off the shortcut and thought I was gonna fall off the map, but thankfully, that didn't happen. The rivalry still heated between both of us, but I got sliced in half. But I still managed to fight my way back up. But there was still this guy ahead of me, so I ended up getting 3rd place. But I was still above Haitham, which means I got more points. But it was now time for the grand finale, the game that decides whether I get to be the champion and feast with the moolah while carrying my golden Sonic figure, or go home and only taste the salty flavor of defeat. This is it. The big moment. The final round. Snaking, cutting through the off-road. I had to do anything I could to win this. He missed. If I could just time my attack correctly.
تايمينج ضبط التايمينج ضبط okay.
These guys really want to see me embarrass myself on the Golden Gate Bridge, but no, I couldn't risk it. My biggest fear was getting screwed up by an item, because not seconds later till I was cut in half. Haitham is catching up. I had to get back on my feet as quickly as I could if I wanted to stay in the lead. And with a perfectly timed attack, I slowed him down a bit, giving me room to breathe. But I still had to go as fast as I could to avoid getting punched, because these things cannot go through travel rings. The final lap. My palms are sweaty, my hands are shaking, my brain focused only on getting the 1st place. To my advantage, Haitham got sliced. I'm in the lead, snaking to the finish line, and boom! That's right, baby! I couldn't believe it. I sat there for a moment, only for realization to kick in. I won! I actually won! I had earned my title as the CrossWorlds champion! I stood up, raised my fist in glory, and claimed my prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I introduce to you the 1st place, the winner, the dominator, the Beast Slayer, Shaikhan!
Not this time! They took pictures of us, but the thing that nobody noticed was how much I was shaking. But that was it. I won! I proved that I am the true, glorious, victorious, CrossWorldious champion, yes! We left the cafe, celebrated my victory. And feasted upon the burgers of victory. I went back home. My friends who watched the stream were congratulating me. My family didn't care, but it was okay because I fell asleep like a happy little baby. And that's how I won the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds tournament. Sure, it may not be a big one, but it's still a tournament, and a win's a win. Check out Spirit Wave, Shaikhan, Akiba, and Mia's socials all linked down below. And join my Discord server too. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe only if you like my content. Share the video with who you think might like my content. And now, if you will excuse me, I'm off to polishing my golden Sonic figure. Catch you on the next one.